Steve, 2 days on, time to digest, look back and analyse. What are your key reflections on Friday night?
Disappointing night. Obviously, we've got a lot of things wrong, and we have to put it right in the next game.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing in football.
That nobody has.
That nobody has, of course. What would you have done differently if you could now?
Try not to concede 5 goals. Give a better message. If I could criticise myself, and I always criticise myself, I start with myself. Maybe give too much information, which maybe clouded the players a little bit on the pitch in terms of what we do with the ball, what we do without the ball. So we can work on that a little bit. We worked on it a little bit this morning. We'll work on it again in the next 2 days, going into the game on Wednesday night, and hopefully see a different performance.
Did the players give feedback to you from their point of view how they would have done things differently?
I've spoken to 1 or 2 players around the squad whose opinion I value. I had a good chat with a few of them. I had a little chat with a lot of them on the training pitch this morning, just to try and put 1 or 2 things in their head that maybe they didn't do when they went to the pitch that they should have done.
Final question from me, Steve. Russia, 10th October 2019, it was that 4-0 defeat. You've spoken about that being a kind of a rock bottom moment, and obviously went a good run after that. It's obviously a really difficult defeat on Friday night against Germany. How tricky is it to build back momentum for Scotland in such a quick tournament turnaround time?
It's very difficult to gauge because I don't know. You'll find out on Wednesday night. Obviously, in a way, we're lucky because we have an extra day. We played first game on the Friday, so we have an extra day to let them clear their heads a little bit yesterday. And now we're working towards the game on Wednesday night, so I can't really answer that question until we see what happens on Wednesday.
On Friday night?
That's been sent off for a couple of years, Ryan. He's been great for us since I gave him his chance in Ukraine. He's been great. The challenge in Cyprus, the one you mentioned, was one that was clean. He didn't catch an opponent. The other night, he was trying to stop a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Maybe went in, or definitely went in a little bit too hard. We're all pleased that Gundogan seems to have no lasting damage. It's something that Ryan will learn. But it was an honest challenge to try and get the ball, to try and stop a goal-scoring opportunity. So I wouldn't be too hard on him.
No.
You can expect if you want, yes, of course you can.
You said that you had a chat with a group of the players. Have you had to...
Individually,
right. Did you feel it necessary to lift their mood, or did they do that themselves?
Sometimes it's difficult to explain to people who are not involved in professional football that they have to be resilient. They have to be resilient because it's a game, especially in club football, it's a game of emotions. So you can have a terrible result on a Saturday, and then you've got to be bouncing yourself back. You've got to be ready to go again on a Wednesday night or a Tuesday night if you're unlucky enough to be playing in the Championship, because the games come thick and fast. So it's a roller coaster of emotions. It's the same here. They understand they've let everybody down. They're disappointed. But they know they have to be ready and up for the next game because that's the nature of being involved in football.
Just following on to that point, actually, Steve, Callum had said yesterday that the most important part about bringing themselves back up again was that they do it together. What's your role in that?
Kicking a couple of backsides, giving a couple of cuddles, getting them together as a group, making them understand why we had that performance on Friday night, and making sure we don't have that performance again.
Are you confident that that can be done quickly? Again, we mentioned the fact that
I'm always confident in my players, and I'm confident in myself. So yeah, I'm confident.